Me and my team of social media experts today will be talking about Nike's social media presence. And before I get into anything, I'd like to ask you to please hold off on questions until the end. We'll have a brief question and answer session when we're presenting our material. My name is Joshua Vo. I'm the public relations expert. And with me today I have Logan Navar, who's our finance expert. And we have Shannon Rassick, who is our marketing expert. And we have Jordan Shannon, who's our social media expert. And we have Mila Jane, who's our international marketing expert. And before we get started, I want to show you guys how Nathan finds his greatness.
Greatness, it's just something we made up. Somehow we've come to believe that greatness is a gift reserved for a chosen few, for prodigies, for superstars, and the rest of us can only stand by watching. You can forget that. Greatness is not some rare DNA strand. It's not some precious thing. Greatness is no more unique to us than breathing. We're all capable of it. All of us.
And that right there is my personal favorite Nike commercial. Nike, this is what makes Nike so successful. They could have been a commercial with LeBron James slamming home a basketball or Ronaldo scoring a goal, but they chose a seemingly overweight young man working to better himself. And that's what Nike does. They sell their lifestyle. They don't sell their products directly. They want you to improve yourself every day, and by wanting to go exercise and work out and improve yourself, you're going to in turn buy their products. While it's a very successful marketing scheme, there's also some shortfalls that Nike has. Social media today is a very important part of our everyday lives. Everyone in this room right here has one way or another been on a social media site, and it touches everyone around the world. And Nike, we could improve our business by integrating more social media into our marketing techniques. By understanding the audience, working through social media, we can understand who our customers are better and understand what they want and what they need. And using those social media sites, we can humanize the brand. We can have more one-on-one interaction with each customer and kind of give them a more personal experience. And using our social media sites, we can also kind of collaborate them together and make it easier for a person to kind of navigate through the various social media sites. And then we can also use social media to work into our emerging markets and growing populations. And to talk about understanding the audience, I'd like to introduce Logan.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Logan Huvar, and I'm a finance specialist with Nike. So Nike has the largest following on Instagram of any brand, and this trend can be seen similarly across the board of social media sites with Facebook and Twitter. We have a massive following, but we do have a bit of a problem. We lack the brand loyalty and the consumer interface to increase our sales and brand loyalty across the globe and in certain demographics. Today I'm going to talk about three different things. I'm going to tell you who our followers are, who's most loyal to our brand, and how we can increase brand loyalty with people who aren't necessarily already loyal to our brand. On Instagram, we have 7.1 million followers with a 12% growth rate per month, which basically means that we gain 700,000 followers per month. While this seems impressive, we actually only increase our customer interaction by 3.5% per month. So what this means is that only 1/3 of that 700,000 followers that we gain per month is actually interacting with our pictures, commenting on our posts, and liking our pictures. So this means that basically 2/3 of our audience is either not responding to what we're posting or just not even seeing it at all. Similarly on Facebook, we have 17 million likes on our main page and even more on subsidiary pages based on sports. Now, we don't have as much customer interaction on Facebook either. Only a fraction of this 17 million likers actually comments or posts anything on our Facebook pages. So we have a bit of an issue. Behind me you can see this 1980s vintage Nike running ad. And basically it's just a couple of friends running in the wilderness. You can't even see that they're wearing Nikes on their feet. But what you do see is people having a good time with their friends and a small Nike logo at the bottom. Like Josh said, this is showing that we're selling a lifestyle and indirectly selling our product through that lifestyle. So with that being said, our target audience is naturally sports enthusiasts and style-conscious individuals. Surprisingly though, we have an old following. Our highest loyalty lies within the 45 to 65-year-old age group. We have the second highest loyalty in this age group, which means that if you had a room full of 45 to 65-year-olds, our brand would be chosen second most often, behind one of our competitors, possibly Adidas. Now moving along to the 25 to 44-year-old age group, we actually have the third highest brand loyalty among this age group, which means that we might be chosen third behind maybe Adidas and Reebok. Now what's disturbing is that when we move to the 18 to 24-year-old demographic, the younger age group, we find that we have the fifth highest brand loyalty. So we're likely to be chosen after four other brands, say New Balance, Reebok, Puma, and possibly Under Armour. This is because of a few different things. The first being stagnant marketing. We've been selling a lifestyle to sell our products since the 80s. It's a marketing strategy that at first worked very well because, as you can see with our 45 to 65-year-old demographic, they are still loyal to the brand because of our marketing practices that they saw when they were young. But our marketing is getting stagnant. People have already seen it, and other marketers have already copied it, so we need to move forward. There's another reason for this lack of brand loyalty in the new age group, and that's because they see their parents, the 45 to 65-year-olds, wearing Nike, and they don't exactly think it's the most stylish thing. You're not going to go to your dad's closet to find the latest fashion trends. So how do we reach this target audience of 18 to 24-year-olds? We use social media. 89% of our target audience is currently active on social media. If we further break this statistic down, we find that 69% of our target audience uses cell phones primarily to access social sites, while 20% use computers. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to use cell phone-based media to access this target demographic. We're going to want to use Twitter and Instagram as our main platforms. The largest segment of Instagram users, with 39% of the population of Instagram users, is within our demographic. Similarly with Twitter, 31% of Twitter users are within our demographic, which means that we can use these tools to effectively reach our audience. If we combine marketing using Twitter and Instagram to reach the younger age group with humanization, then we can effectively increase brand loyalty and sales. Next to talk to you about humanization is Shannon Rassett.
Hello, I'm Shannon. I'm going to talk to you today about humanizing the Nike brand. There are many ways in which we can humanize a brand. First, for starters, purchasing isn't just something that people do, it's something they experience. When they go into the store and interact with different customers or different salespeople. People prefer to do business with other people, not necessarily other businesses. It is very hard to trust a company. Most people don't care if 70% of the brands out there disappear tomorrow, but there is that other 30% that has made a positive, notable impact on their consumers. In today's world, the brand with the best customer connection wins, not necessarily the brand with the best product. And this is why social media is such a big deal. It provides us with a mass communication tool to connect to all of our customers and all of our potential customers that are out there. And not only that, but more importantly, it provides us with two-way communication between individuals by commenting back, interacting, etc. And we call this the humanization element. So our recommendations for humanizing the brand are to write an About Us page, sign social media updates, add humor into content, and increase interaction with followers. For the About Us page, it is a great place that is underused by businesses. It is one of the most frequently visited pages on the web. And it is a great way to introduce key people and show the consumer that there are real-life human beings working behind the scenes that are dedicated to helping them. Here is an example of Nike's About Us page in comparison to Under Armour. As you can see, we have just basic general information about operation hours, location, etc. But Under Armour has a company overview, it has a little bit of their mission statement in there. And I think that we can improve our About Us page and even exceed the About Us pages of our competitors. Also, secondly, signing social media updates. This is another great way to remind our customers that there are real-life human beings out there, even though they can't hear our voices. And for security reasons, of course, after you post, you don't want to put your whole name, but maybe just an initial. It keeps people from wondering who in Nike just posted this, this funny status. Also, adding humor into content. This is also a great way to personalize the business. Just like in your real-life relationships, you remember someone more if they made you laugh. And it's a great way to keep the business on the minds of your consumers. Shares are the most valuable thing to a business when it comes to social media because it increases their reach exponentially. And people are more likely to share posts that they think are funny instead of just straight messages. And lastly, increasing interaction with followers. There are many ways in which a business can do this on the web. There's retweeting, replying back, asking audience engagement questions to get the customers commenting on it and talking back and forth with them, hearing what they like, what they don't like, what they want to see from us. Also, since we have all these great connections here with high-profile athletes, we thought it would be a great idea to get those athletes to appear on the web for a little bit and allow our followers to talk to them. Of course, it would be filtered, no inappropriate stuff, it'd be watched over, but it would be a great way to bring in a whole nother group of followers, which would be the sports fans, the Tiger Woods fans, the people that want to, get the opportunity to talk to Tiger Woods for an hour or ask him a question. So in summary, to humanize our brand more, we would like to create an About Us page, sign social media updates, add humor into our content, and increase the interaction with our followers. Up next to talk to you about easing the navigation through all of our different social media channels is Jordan Shea.
Thanks, Jen. So my name is Jordan, and I'm our social media expert. And basically, as our current state is with Nike, we have quite a few social media outlets, and it can seem very cluttered. So to be able to fix something like this, we would like to be able to create a a centralized hub to where users can come and check out new and upcoming items that will be able to be purchased, and then they can go from there to their social media hubs instead of vice versa. So let me get a little more in depth into that. So currently Nike, we have 22 Facebook accounts, we have 17 Twitter accounts, and we have 6 Instagram pages. And that goes along with most of the numerous unofficial YouTube accounts where you can check out more information about our company as well. The problem that we face is you as a consumer, if you're looking for a certain product, it can be difficult to navigate to where you would like to go. Because do you follow just one Nike site on Twitter? Do you follow two? Do you follow three to find what you're looking for? You can get lost very easily. Currently, we have Twitter accounts for Nike women, for Nike sports, for Nike hockey, Nike baseball, and it can get monotonous to be able to find exactly what you're looking for. To be able to take care of something like that, we would like to be able to create a Nike blog, like I mentioned previously, a centralized location on our website to where it will allow users to come and get in-hand, up-to-date information from our company firsthand without having to find it and navigate through all of our social media channels. It can be increasingly difficult to go through Twitter and go through our Facebook just to find something new that might be coming out. For instance, we just recently moved into the skateboarding market, and you as a consumer might not be able to know that or find the information that you're looking for if you're interested in skateboarding. How would you be able to know unless you're following Nike skateboarding or you happen to be on there to see it that one day? To take care of that, if you're on our website and you're able to see that skateboarding is new and an emerging market that we're moving into, you can now go from there, read your blog post from a Nike employee, not a third-party person, and be able to go from there to Twitter, to Facebook, to Instagram, and see, oh, here's our Nike skateboarding. This is what I'm interested in. I like this. Let's follow that. That's going to make everything much easier for you to find the exact products that you're looking for. It also creates an easier dynamic for when we move into international markets, coming to and from our webpage instead of maybe a different country like in China where you're not allowed to use Facebook, where it's blocked, or maybe you don't have Instagram because you don't know what that is in India. Having our blog on our website for people from emerging markets to come to and from is much easier than it would be able to finding a third way to access a social media site that might not be able to be accessed from your country. So, in review, currently we have quite a few social media outlets that can be just too much for the consumer, and we need to be able to bring that together to create the centralized location, which we feel would be a blog that directly and indirectly moves consumers to our website and to the social media channels that you're most interested in. And being able to do that, we would like to move into international markets as well. And here to tell us more about that is Mila.
Thank you, Jordan. Again, my name is Mila. I'm the international expert. I'm here going to talk about Nike's international marketing. Nike has been very successful since 1969. And Nike has created so many good habits. And I want to show any of you that how easy to create a good habit. And it's a really simple activity. Anyone can participate. Just I need anyone place your hand at 6 inches, just like this. And then the rule is pretty simple. You just when I say 1, 2, 3, you clap. Pretty simple, right? Can we try? Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I didn't say clap. Many people are happy. What is the reason? Maybe some are clapping, you love clapping. Some are clapping, next one you are clapping. But the point is, I create a habit for all of you. And that's what keep Nike being so successful today. And the reason is Nike has created so many good habits for past 45 years. And today I'm going to talk about Nike's international marketing. And many of you already know what's Nike and have been wearing a Nike gear or clothes. Nike has been recognized all around the world. and they have done a good job to expand their business internationally. And so any business that have improvements, and international marketing is the best way to expand your business. And in order to get more followers, the best way to get into social media. And today I'm going to talk about what are the emerging market and what are the international social media. So let's begin with what are our emerging markets. So as you can see on the chart, we want to emerging 15 markets, and our top list is China. And the right reason why we want to emerge in China is because China has the highest population in the whole world. It has 1.4 billion population, and which made up approximately of a quarter of the world population. As you go down the list, you see we want to emerge in Thailand, Peru, Chile, and so on. Until you see number 15, we want to emerge in India. The reason why we want to emerge in India is because India has the second largest population in the world. And with all this population, how should we reach them? The best way is to social media. And today, many people use cell phone more than computers, and it's easier to access, and it's easier, not take a lot of time to access. And from my experience, cell phone is reaching me 24 hours, and I use cell phone, bring my cell phone whenever I go in, and even when I'm sleeping in the evening, cell phone's always next to me. It's easier for me to check update for the social media. And we can see on the chart that the most popular social media in China is WeChat. And I see many confusion as what is WeChat? Definitely. WeChat is a mobile texting, voice messaging communication service. It has hold and talk and follow page. As you go down the list, the most popular social media in Russian is Wiki. Wiki is very similar to Facebook. Many of you already know Facebook. And the most important, Wiki has the highest use rates in the whole world. And it has 9.8 hours average per month, which is approximately twice of global average rates. Can you imagine those use on the social media? So, and as you go down the list, the most popular social media in Latin America is Orkut. And Europe, we have the Netflix. However, if we can create a marketing strategy to use this outlet, we can definitely get a benefit to finding those potential customers. In conclusions, if we expand our business through internationally, Nike, you can increase our sale like very fast. However, Nike has many factory in the whole world, and they're already being prepared for new emerging markets. So this is a good opportunity, and Nike has been so successful this recent years, and they has been really most successful and innovation company. So, but with any success company, there still have improvements. Now, I would like to hand back to Josh to talk about what's our recommendation.
So as Mila was saying, international markets and emerging markets are a great opportunity for Nike to continue to grow its revenues and become a worldwide company. And the best way to reach those customers is through their leading social media sites like WeChat and VK, which we're not accustomed to here in the United States. So in conclusion, for us to continue to grow and become a prominent company around the world, we recommend that we use social media to cater to a younger audience, to humanize the brand, to improve the ease of following, and to create a blog and to use various social media sites around the world to reach our customers. We'd like you to take these recommendations into consideration, and we'd like to have a response by Friday, December 6th at 5 p.m. This concludes our presentation, and we will now open it up for any questions that you may have.